Hey everyone, and welcome back to Learn and Talk English. I'm so happy to have you here. Our goal here is to make learning English fun, easy, and accessible for everyone. We truly believe that everyone should have the opportunity to learn and improve their English skills, and that's why we're dedicated to providing you with free, high-quality English lessons. Whether you're a beginner or an advanced learner, we have something for you. So, if you're ready to start improving your English, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our new videos. Our goal on this channel is to help you improve your English skills and spread free education. If you're new here, please leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss our future videos. Okay, let's be honest, how many of you have found yourselves mentally translating from your native language to English when you're trying to speak? It's a habit that seems almost automatic, right? Don't worry, you're not alone. It's a super common thing that many language learners do, especially in the beginning stages of learning a new language. But here's the deal. Translating in your head can actually slow down your progress, especially when it comes to speaking fluently and naturally. I know it feels like you're bridging the gap, right? But it actually creates a bit of a delay and makes conversations feel clunky and unnatural, almost like you're stumbling over invisible hurdles. Think about it this way, when you're translating in your head, you're essentially thinking in two languages at the same time, which is quite a mental workout. That's a lot of work for your brain to handle. It's no wonder it can feel overwhelming. It's like trying to juggle while riding a unicycle. It's just too much multitasking, and something's gotta give. Your brain can only handle so much at once. This mental back and forth between languages can make you hesitate more, stumble over your words, and it can even make you feel less confident in your English skills, which is the last thing you want. And nobody wants that, right? We all want to feel confident and fluent when we speak. Let me give you an example. Imagine you're at a cafe and you want to order a coffee. Simple enough, right? Now, if you're translating in your head, you might think something like, okay, in my language we say, now how do I say that in English? Can I please have, wait, is it can I get, or may I have? See, all that translating is using up valuable time and brain power. It's like your brain is running a marathon just to order a coffee. And while you're busy translating in your head, the person you're talking to is waiting and waiting. It can be frustrating for both parties. It can feel a bit awkward, right? Those pauses can make the conversation feel stilted and uncomfortable. The key to overcoming this mental translation habit is to start thinking directly in English. It might sound challenging, but it's a game changer. I know it sounds daunting, but trust me, it's possible. With practice, it becomes second nature. And the more you practice, the easier it becomes. It's all about building that muscle memory. So, how do you actually start thinking in English? What are the steps you can take to make this transition smoother? Well, that's what we're going to cover in the next section, so keep watching. Stay tuned for some practical tips and exercises. Alright, so we've talked about why translating in your head can hold you back. But now, let's dive into the fun part. How to actually start thinking in English. This is where the real transformation begins. Tip number 1 is to start small. Don't overwhelm yourself by trying to think in English for every single thought you have throughout the day. It's all about taking baby steps. Start with something simple, like describing everyday objects around you, in English of course. This can be a fun and engaging way to get started. For example, you could look at your phone and think, this is my phone. It's black. It's a small but significant step. It has a cracked screen and so on. The more details you add, the better. It seems super basic, but trust me, it helps to train your brain to make those automatic connections between objects and their English names. This foundational practice is crucial. Tip number 2 is to use the power of visualization. This technique can be incredibly powerful. Imagine different scenarios, like ordering food at a restaurant, asking for directions, or even shopping for groceries, or having a casual conversation with a friend, discussing your day, or making plans for the weekend. And try to play out those situations entirely in English in your mind. Visualize the entire interaction. Think about the words you would use, the grammar structures, and even your tone of voice. This mental rehearsal is key. The more you practice these mental rehearsals, the more prepared you'll feel when you're actually in those situations. Confidence comes with practice. Another great technique is journaling. This can be a game changer. Now I know what you're thinking. Journaling? But hear me out. It's more beneficial than you might think. Journaling doesn't have to be this deep, introspective thing. It can be light and easy. It can be as simple as jotting down your daily thoughts, to-do lists, or even random musings, or even just describing your day, all in English, of course. This daily practice is invaluable. This helps you practice forming sentences naturally without overthinking grammar rules or worrying about making mistakes. It's a relaxed way to improve. It's like a judgment-free zone for your English practice. Enjoy the process. And speaking of practice, let's move on to our final tip. Be consistent. Consistency is the secret sauce. Learning a language is a journey, not a sprint, and it takes time and effort to rewire your brain to think in a new language. Patience is key, so be patient with yourself, celebrate your progress, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Every step forward is a victory. Remember, every mistake is an opportunity to learn and grow. Embrace the journey and enjoy the process. Embrace the journey tools and resources. Okay, so you're ready to ditch the translation habit and start thinking in English. That's a huge step forward. Awesome. But you might be wondering, what are some tools and resources that can help me along the way? How can I make this journey smoother and more enjoyable? Well, you're in luck because I've got a few ideas for you. These tools can make a world of difference. First up, we have language learning apps. These are incredibly handy and can be used anytime, anywhere. Now there are tons of them out there, but some popular ones include Duolingo, Babbel, and Memrise. Each of these apps has its unique features and strengths. These apps offer bite-sized lessons, interactive exercises, and gamified challenges to make learning English fun and engaging. They turn learning into a game, which can be very motivating. Another great tool is flashcards. Remember those? They're simple but effective. They're not just for kids. Adults can benefit greatly from using flashcards too. Flashcards are a fantastic way to memorize new vocabulary and grammar rules. They help reinforce what you've learned. You can use physical flashcards or digital ones like Anki or Quizlet, which use spaced repetition to help you learn more effectively. This method ensures you review information at optimal intervals. And of course, we can't forget about the power of listening. It's one of the most natural ways to absorb a language. Surrounding yourself with English as much as possible is key to training your brain to think in the language. The more you hear it, the more familiar it becomes. Listen to English podcasts, watch movies and TV shows with English subtitles, or even try listening to English music while you're commuting or doing chores. These activities can be both enjoyable and educational. The more you expose yourself to the natural rhythms and patterns of English, the more your brain will start to pick up on them subconsciously. It's like immersing yourself in the language without even realizing it. Now, I know it can be tempting to try and use every single resource out there, but my advice is to choose a few that resonate with you and stick with them consistently. Quality over quantity is the way to go. It's better to focus on quality over quantity when it comes to language learning. Deep, consistent practice with a few tools is more effective than shallow use of many. And finally, remember that learning a language is a journey, not a destination. It's a process that takes time and patience. There will be ups and downs, days when you feel super motivated, and days when you just want to throw in the towel. That's completely normal, but the important thing is to keep going, even if it's just for a few minutes each day. Small, consistent efforts add up over time. Consistency is key, and every little bit of effort counts. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small it may seem. So, embrace the journey, celebrate your successes, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes are just stepping stones to improvement. Remember, you're not alone in this. There are many others on the same path. There's a whole community of English learners out there cheering you on. Connect with them, share your experiences, and support each other. That's it for today's video. I hope these tips help you on your journey to thinking in English and achieving fluency. Remember, practice makes progress, so keep challenging yourself, be patient, and most importantly, have fun along the way. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. Subscribe to the channel for more English learning tips, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Thank you for watching Learn and Talk English. We hope this video helps you take a big step toward thinking in English and improving your fluency. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, and stay tuned for our next episode. You've got this.